Hi crocheters of the world, when I published my actually latest video of this beautiful shawl, really fancy shawl with puff stitch and Solomon knot, I had to have lots of requests to do it on like a rectangle, okay, not triangular. And here I am to do it. It's really easy, you will see. It's just something, just a few things change, so you will see. And I just wanted to show you my shawl ready, because in the tutorial was not ready, so now it is ready and now it is here in front of you, and I am so very happy. You can work it longer and larger if you want to. I just wanted a kind of not shawl but kind of summer scarf. So I just want to show you how it looks on my neck. Isn't it just lovely and fancy and so beautiful worked with this yarn? So about the yarn, it's from my point of view the perfect yarn to wear these kind of shawls, because I have this, but I also, if you remember, I don't know, I hope so, you have the link below of this tutorial, this shawl of mine, and this is really the shawl I said when I did this tutorial, and actually yes, it is the shawl. It's so beautiful, so fancy, so lovely. Look at it. It's again puff stitch and Solomon knot. I don't know, puff stitch and Solomon knot together create a is so beautiful, so beautiful. Pattern stitches, actually patterns more than pattern stitches, patterns. So okay, now the yarn is linen. It's you can find it in my shop, you know, it's ice yarn. What I want to say about my shop is that now I put apart the shipping cost, so it's not included anymore in the price of the yarn, in the total price when you know check out. You have it in the, it is not included anymore. You will find it apart by itself, okay? But I also reduce the prices, so they are lower, much more lower than first. And even if the shipping costs are high because the yarns come from Turkey and come always in my shop, and this is in my shop, always with express shipping. So you have it in, let's say, from 2 to 5, 6 days, working days, okay, depends on where you are, and you have it in all around the world, okay, so we ship all around the world. So what I want to say is that the price is lower, so now actually you pay you save money with this system, and I am so very happy. I have my prices, so the prices in my shop are more or less the same as the prices that you can find in the ice yarn shop, okay? So, but in my shop you have me, you have my advices, if you want, of course, them, and you have my written instruction for free. So many advantages, I think so. What I want to say, another thing very important, this is my formula to give you an idea of how much you save money for high quality yarns. So when you are at the checkout and you see the price, the shipping cost, you will be shocked. You will say, oh my gosh, but it's sometimes it is higher than the price that you pay for your yarns, because actually we create so good prices for the yarns exactly to give you a good yes, a good total price. So what I want from you, please do it for me. before you just said abandon and said, oh my gosh, it's the shipping cost is too high, just do this. Divide the total, so the final total price, yarn price and shipping cost, so the final total, just divide it by the number of skeins. I'm talking about skeins because when you buy in other shops, online or real shops, you buy skeins, okay, not packages as you do in our shop, okay. So just divide the number, so the total that you have, final total, by the number of skeins that you buy, yes, and you will see, you will have a so very good price for one skein that you will say, oh my gosh, it's incredible. Believe me, I said it. So that's why I changed in a better way, believe me, for you and for me, obvious. So you save lots of money, really. And the yarn is high quality, and this is just it is my opinion, and you know I just love high quality yarn. But even though I just love to buy quality yarn at a good price. This is my idea, obvious. Okay, so about this, I'm talking about the linen yarn. It's, from my point of view, it's the perfect yarn for shawls. I don't know, summer shawls. I don't know, it's from my point of view. But if you want to make it, I just want to give you some versions. If you want to make it for winter, let's say autumn winter, I found this yarn. It's Breeze Alpaca, the name. You have the link below. It's so soft, so lovely. It has actually 20% alpaca, 40% merino wool, and 10% mohair. So it's, and the rest is acrylic, 30% of acrylic. So it's a very, very beautiful yarn, believe me. And it is to be worked with 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook, exactly as the linen yarn. So I found this salmon, pink salmon, that is so fancy, so beautiful. Okay, or you can work it with our K Cotton Fine, which is, I don't know, oh my gosh, I just adore this yarn. I have it in so many colors. I just adore this yarn. Okay, now let's see how to work it straight, let's say, not triangular but straight, this beautiful stitch. So let's see how to work. I'm working on this swatch with my all-purpose yarn. I can say it's 100 grams per skein, 400 meters. It is to be worked with 3 to 3.5, maybe 3.5, it's just perfect millimeters hook. It's 60% merino wool, 40% acrylic. It's, as I said, my all-purpose yarn. It's beautiful. It comes in so many lovely colors and in changing color too. So let's get started. As I said, I'm working with a 3.5 millimeters hook, slip knot, and chain 2, insert hook into the first, single crochet into it. Now chain, and we will begin into the single crochet. We will begin with a puff stitch, 2 and 3. I will work it only with 3 here, it's more than enough. Single crochet, slip stitch, okay, always, or chain, single crochet, chain, always when we finish a puff or a Solomon knot. Insert here, single crochet, chain. Okay, so this is the sequence that we need to repeat for the length that we need. So we go ahead and work one puff, and one Solomon knot, one puff, and one Solomon knot. Okay. And this is how we continue on. At the end of this basic row, foundation row, we will always finish with one puff. So we have the sequence 1 puff, 1 Solomon knot, and we finish only with one puff. Okay, we finish with one puff, we will begin the next row with one puff. So I will just begin with my puff stitch, 3, and a Solomon knot, and we skip 1 and 2, we insert hook into the single crochet of the next puff stitch, and we slip stitch to join, and exactly the same thing, puff, Solomon knot, skip 1 puff and 1 Solomon knot, and slip stitch to join into the next single crochet of your next puff stitch. Again, chain. Let us begin. It's very important to chain or slip stitch, as you wish to name it, but do it for the definition of the stitch. Okay, chain and the Solomon knot. So we skip again, and we will always end, we will always have one more puff stitch at the end, and we will always end with one puff stitch. So what we need to know is that we begin with a puff stitch and Solomon knot, and we always end with a puff stitch. That's all. And now we will continue on like this. So I will turn, begin with one puff stitch, one Solomon knot, skip 1 and 2, insert hook, and slip knot, chain, and again one puff stitch, one Solomon knot, skip one puff stitch, one Solomon knot, slip stitch, and chain. So as you can see, it's stupidly easy, and it's so beautiful for scarf, even winter scarf or summer scarf, anything you want to do. A puff stitch and Solomon knot, and we will finish. As you can see, we always remain with one puff here, so we will finish with one puff. Okay. Go ahead, let's go ahead and work one more. So this is the puff. And we need a Solomon knot. Now, this stitch can terrorize, let's say. I heard lots of complaints, let's say, about the fact that it's really difficult to work the same measure. So here it's only the practice. Believe me, these two stitches are two beautiful stitches, and all that you need to know is, all that you need to do to achieve a good way of working, let's say, a aesthetic way of working them, is to practice. So there is no need for you to measure each of them, obvious. You just watch them and you'll see. Okay, so I am at the end again. I have the puff stitch. I will work one more. I will just continue on like this. Begin another row and so on. So look at it. Isn't it just lovely? It's stupidly easy, as I said. Okay, so even if you want to work it rectangular or if you want to work it as a triangular shawl, just try it. Or you want to work it summer, for winter, just try it. It's so beautiful. I'm just so enthusiastic. I really love it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope I give you some input for a new pretty nice and easy project, maybe summer project. And if you like our yarns, don't forget to take a look on our shop. You have the link below. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.